Gaming powerhouse Flutter announces second quarter results, and it's a beat on top and bottom lines. We're looking at earnings per share coming in at $2.95 adjusted. The street was expecting earnings of $2.08, and revenues coming in with a beat as well, $4.2 billion versus the street's $4.13 billion. So a beat on the top and bottom line and on adjusted EBITDA as well. With me now for an exclusive is Flutter CEO Peter Jackson. Peter, congratulations on the quarter. I want to highlight here you're raising guidance for the full year as well. Talk a little bit about the momentum that leads to your confidence to do so.
Contessa, it's great to see you again. And look, as you say, we delivered a terrific quarter in Q2. We're very pleased with the performance of the business. If I look at our overall business, we're up 25 adjusted EBITDA is up 25% year over year. Turning to FanDuel, of course, we're the #1 player in sports betting and iGaming. We had a terrific quarter. iGaming has been very, very strong, and we saw some great sports results in the second quarter as well, which was we were delighted to see. And our international business goes from strength to strength as well. So yeah, it's been a great quarter for us, and we've been really pleased.
Some of your competitors have also talked about strength in iGaming. DraftKings earnings on Thursday as well, and then previously Caesars talking about the appetite in American customers for going on their phones or going online and being able to play casino games that they love. And yet it's still only available in about 7 states. But now I noticed for Flutter, it's approaching about 40% of what the sportsbook brings in. Is this an area that can continue to grow even if new states don't permit iGaming?
We've seen very strong performance in the second quarter in iGaming in FanDuel. If I look at our revenues, up 37% year over year, it's a terrific performance, driven off the back of some really strong products. The exclusive games that we have available on the platform, the new FanDuel Reward Club, and our new jackpots feature has really helped drive the business onto new strengths.
And in terms of sports outcomes, we saw in the first couple of quarters that there were very customer-friendly outcomes. That seems to have shifted somewhat. Has Flutter figured out a way to make profit happen even when sports outcomes go the way of the customers?
But we have to say, one of the brilliant things about watching sport is it's completely unpredictable. And that's what makes it so exciting to watch. It's why we all get glued to watching live sport. And it's why people love having a same game parlay on an event as well. And if we look at the second quarter, we saw just more of the sort of underdogs winning. I was fortunate enough to be at the Masters for one day, and it was brilliant to watch Rory McIlroy get his green jacket there. Of course, that was a great outcome for our business in FanDuel, less so for our UK business where people were betting on Rory. But in the US, a lot of people would have had a bet on Bryson or Scotty to win the Masters, and they came up short. And so it's those types of things which make for great viewing and also deliver us good results in the quarter.
In this quarter, you also announced that you were going to buy the stake that Boyd Gaming held in FanDuel, 5% or so, which gave a new valuation to FanDuel. Can you talk about why that matters to Flutter and how it's contributing? There's a big cost factor in this quarter because of that new valuation.
We've always had a fantastic relationship with Boyd. They provide us with a lot of market access across the US, and there was always a deal where we were going to buy out the 5% of FanDuel that they had. We moved to acquire that. It was a very attractive price, and we were able to reset new market access levels at very favorable terms for us as well. So yeah, it puts a mark on the value of the FanDuel business, but we think we've got an attractive valuation, and we're really pleased with the market access fees that we've established for the years to come for the states where Boyd are our partners.
State taxes was something that I heard a lot about on your competitor's call today. I know in Illinois it's been a concern for you as well, but there are other states, Maryland, New Jersey, where there seems to be a growing appetite for tax revenue from gambling. How much of a headwind is that for you?
Yeah, if we look at the full year for 2025, there are going to be some increases in taxes. We haven't had to pull our guidance down though, because the more favorable market access deals we've done with Boyd have helped offset those for us this year. If you look at Illinois, though, we're very disappointed with what they've done. We think that the taxes that they've brought in will have a really sort of negative impact on the sort of very recreational, super casual users. And if we're not careful, we'll see that some of that business go to the black market, and that's terrible from a sort of sporting integrity perspective. Customers are not looked after, and of course the state doesn't raise any taxes.
I also want to talk a little bit about international here and the opportunities that you're seeing. You're in Brazil as well. You have Betfair, which is giving you some real experience in the kind of platform that might mirror what we are seeing with events contracts here. Talk a little bit about international and how that's fueling Flutter's growth.
We've had a really good quarter in international. We closed the acquisition of SNAI, which has made us the #1 player in Italy, and we're delighted to welcome that business, and gives us real strength in online in the Italian market. We also actually migrated our PokerStars Italian customers onto the core platform we have there in Italy. So we're creating a really fantastic business in Italy. Strong growth in our business in Turkey. Strong growth in our business in India as well. So we're a very diversified business internationally. We closed an acquisition to buy a business in Brazil, which gives us a position in that fast-growing market. So there's a lot to like about our global business outside of America, where there's big opportunities.
Flutter shares up more than 30% over the last 3 months. Peter Jackson, I can't wait to have you back, and next time we're going to talk a little football. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Contessa.